Now, you're as a advertising salesperson, you're in a profession that requires you to be, at least from a professional standpoint, more outgoing, more intrusive of other people's privacy than you would perhaps be if you weren't in the sales business. There's a problem with brain injury, a deficit, that brain injured people don't know when to be outgoing and when not to be outgoing, and it interrelates with the term often called disinhibition. Do you see issues now in yourself where it's hard for you to know when to turn that outgoingness on and off, or have you worked through that?
I see what you're saying. I pretty much worked through that, I would say. Now, I do have some senses of disinhibition, because one of my impairments that I have today is noise. I cannot do noise. I cannot go to ball games or any type of outdoor event where they have the loudspeakers. And holidays at the mall, when they have they say something and all the crowds yakking, talking. I just cannot do all of this noise. Now, what it does to me, and no one understands, my family cannot quite grasp, is that I don't actually exhibit an epileptic seizure such as a grand mal or a petite mal, but my brain or my head, it feels to me like it's going through the motions of an epileptic seizure.
Let's and we're doing our interview a little bit out of sequence, but that's fine. I'll put it together in a way that works. What I think you're talking about is that when the sensory demands, and it can be any number of things, I would guess, when sensory demands upon you get over a certain minimum level, most of the way in which your brain function starts to be changed. Is that?
Yes.
And the more things you're asked to demand of your brain, the harder it is for you.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Well, that's kind of a multitasking thing. I'm good at multitasking, but not being overwhelmed all at once. If we designate which entity that I'm going to be which task I'm actually going to be doing, I can handle that if I know I'm going to be moving to another one. But if I'm in a very multifunctional sensory overload, then I basically will have a temper tantrum.